Hello you guys, and welcome to Dark Souls 2. What? But we were done with Dark Souls 2. We were indeed. But I made a new character, and I've made a really, oh god, that's making me, oh god. Okay, I made like a really cool PvP build. Holy shit, it's awesome. And I wanted to show you guys it. Well, show it to you guys. Yes. As you can see, in my right hand, my main hand, I've got the Hunter's Black Bow, and it is plus 10, I believe. And, yeah, that's it. I will mainly probably be using this one, the Bow of Want, because it's got slightly higher damage than the Hunter's Black Bow. I've also upgraded the Bow of Want to plus 5. But some of you might wonder why I have a bow in my left hand and a bow in my right hand. Why am I holding two bows? What's the meaning of this? And I will tell you. That is because this bow has really high damage. Magic arrow, fire arrow can deal up to like 400, I think, per hit to a regular player, with not a lot of defense, but some. And then of course the damage on the Bow of Want is slightly higher than the Hunter's Black Bow. And of course, although I won't be using it much, the Bow of Want also has this really cool special attack, Boom, where it throws a lightning spear. It's really cool, and I think you can aim it even. Yeah, it's really cool. I won't be using that because the Bow of Want has like 70 durability, I think, and each shot of those lightning spears costs like 10. So it's like 7 hits and the bow's done. So yeah, I won't be using that attack much. Besides, it's got poor tracking. I mean, basically, unless you're actually aiming like this, the whole the direction you're aiming is basically the direction you'll be shooting that lightning spear. So, for example, if we say that there's an enemy by the bonfire right there, and I aim at the enemy, right? And I'm like, oh yeah, and then the enemy just goes like to the left. I mean, it takes a long time to charge the whole lightning spear, and that gives the opponent more than enough time to just walk to the left. And to be honest, it's way too much trouble to just go into aiming mode like this and be like, holy shit. That's too much trouble, and the damage is slightly less than the actual arrows I have, so yeah. Now, the reason why I have two bows, of course, the Bow of Want has the highest damage output. So if I want damage, of course it has both, like, it has physical damage, of course, from standard arrow stuff, and standard damage, and strength and dexterity buffs and stuff like that. The bow itself also has lightning damage, which of course is pretty good, scales with faith, and the, hold on. Oh god. Oh, I thought I should sneeze. Thought I was about to sneeze. Oh well. The lightning damage scales with faith, of course. And then in addition, of course, it has the either the magic damage or the fire damage from the arrows, which is pretty cool. And all of that put together at my current stats is actually a pretty high damage output. You can see my stats here. Not too shabby, not too shabby. I don't have any poise, and that's because I will be focusing on not getting hit. You will also notice that I have no attunement and I have no intelligence whatsoever. And yeah, that's because I don't really need it. Because you can't enchant a bow. Oh well. So the damage output on the Bow of Wand is the greatest between these two bows. However, the Black Bow of Forest has slightly faster draw rate, and it costs less stamina per shot. And you can see here, with the Bow of Wand, at full stamina, I can get off... Oh, shit, another one of those. Alright, I can get off 1, 2, 3, and then a 4th shot at a little, slightly decreased amount of damage. Whereas the Black Bow, the Hunter's Black Bow is 1, 2, 3, 4, and no, okay. So it's 4 shots, and those 4 shots should do like at least about 100% of their damage, which is pretty cool. So I have like the Bow of Wand for the high damage output, and then if my opponent, if the opponent I'm fighting starts to become a little bit too accustomed to the moveset and become a little bit too good, in my opinion, to dodging the Bow of Wand, or at least the shots from the Bow of Wand, I just like switch over to this one and bam. So that's pretty cool. Now, I've also got a little secret, and I'm hoping that I'm gonna show you that little secret, because you might have realized it, but I'm gonna explain it anyways. These bows, of course, have one big... Well, they have 2 really, but one of them is only like a minor one. Well, let's take the disadvantages. The first disadvantage, the minor disadvantage, is the fact that, of course, you have to aim it at the opponent. So if you're locked on to the opponent, even though you're locked on, it's still kind of hard to hit, because the opponent will just try and dodge it. However, if you time the shots right, you can hit the opponent while they're rolling and stuff like that. Which I've gotten at least kind of good at. Not perfect, but kind of good at it, in my opinion at least. So yeah, I mean, you can make up for that. Now the other big disadvantage is usually something that you can't make up for, because that is the if the opponent use as shield. If the opponent use as shield, you're pretty much a goner if you're using bows, because first of all, bows require you to get, of course, long range, and the shots need to hit your opponent to do damage. Of course, shields decrease the amount of damage, and the shots you shoot from the bow will not be able to take enough stamina, at least if they have a pretty high stability shield. They won't be able to take enough stamina away to actually be able to stagger them or anything like that, to allow the big hits to go in. And in general, like the magic arrows and the fire arrows, like, I've been fighting a couple of enemies using the Havel's Great Shield, using this build right here, and to be honest, I think the magic arrows does like, what, like 27 or something. Of course, I don't know if if the Havel's Shield has been upgraded or anything, but at least to my experience, the magic arrows do from the Bow of Wand does like 27 damage, and the fire arrows does like 38 or something, I think, or something like that. And 27 and 38 per shot is not even anywhere near good. So yeah, shields is a big disadvantage to a guy using a bow build, as I'm doing right now. However, the secret that I was talking about is the slight kind of upside. I actually started out just by using this build and being like, yeah, just shooting arrows everywhere, and then I of course noticed that the shields was such a big disadvantage to me if the opponent had one or was using one. Even if it isn't a particularly good shield, it's still a pain in the ass. And then I came up with my own little solution to the problem. And I'm hoping that you will be able to see that solution pretty quickly. And I'm going to, of course, explain it after it happens. But I won't spoil the surprise. And I'm hoping that I'm meeting an opponent using a shield so I can show you this. And I really, really hope that I will be able to show you this, because in my opinion, it's an awesome way to make a disadvantage into a kind of an advantage, to be honest. It has actually become an advantage to me. But yeah. Let's fight these guys and see if we can encounter a guy with a shield so I can show you the little thing. But yeah, of course this isn't like particularly good at PvP, like, Jesus Christ. Let's just bow to this guy to be very nice, and he seems to be a high rank. But yeah, oh Jesus. You see that right there, while he's kind of rolling around me. Oh, jeez. That was a delayed one. Okay, and he's taking out his shield. So hopefully I will be able to... Yeah, there we go. Oh. Nope. No. Nope. No, he's too good. Damn it. I really wish that he wouldn't be so good. Because it's a... Come on. No, don't die. But it is, yeah, as I said, it's not exactly the best build for PvP at all, in any way. Like, Jesus Christ, it's bad. At least usually. Ooh. Yeah, he's too predicting. He know me too well. No. Well, but as I said, the bow and arrow, of course, is not exactly the... it's not exactly the best PvP setup, because it's really hard, because usually you will encounter, the majority of players you will encounter will be using some type of physical weapon, like a sword, a whip, something like that. And that requires for them to get close to you and hit you. Now the bows, of course, require you to keep your distance, and a lot of the time it will just be kind of a hit and dodge mission, and that's why it takes so much strategy to use the bows in PvP. And I will admit, it's freaking hard, man. I mean, I think my win rate is about 50-50. It depends on how good the player you are fighting is and how much you've trained. I mean, earlier today I had like a really... Oh, yes, there's one with a heavy-looking shield. He doesn't seem to be using it, though. Oh, there we go. There we go. Oh. And here we go. Ooh, there we go. There it was. It is a really, really, really dick move, to be honest, but that's how I've turned the bow's only disadvantage into an into an advantage. And I will just quickly explain. You see, this is the Giant Warriors Club. You get this in one of the memories. Can't remember which one. It's the memory with that NPC that you can summon during the Giant Lord boss battle. It's the memory with the oh, what's his name? Osmond or something. I can't remember what his name is. Drummond. Yeah, Drummond. Captain Drummond. That NPC, in the memory where that NPC is, you can find this near like a big cluster bomb of giants. And the damage is, yeah, I mean the requirements, let's talk about the requirements first. 60 strength, which is holy shit big, right? And then 6 dexterity, that's not really anything. But you need 60 strength to be able to wield this with one hand. Effectively, at least. And I've fully upgraded it to +10, which causes the parameter bonus it receives from strength to become an A rank, which is of course awesome. And the base damage is 460, which is already immense. Then, of course, because it has an A rank parameter bonus from strength, it gets an additional 203 from my strength being at 60. I just made the requirement to be able to wield it with one hand. But yeah, so right now it's at the combined attack power of this weapon in one hand is 663, yeah. So 663 damage, just from a single hit with one hand, right? Now that is of course just a direct hit on the opponent. What we did was knock away the opponent's shield because they were using that shield to kind of protect themselves against my arrows. And then I knocked it away to open them up for a critical attack. And then I quickly switched to the Giant Warrior Club just to get an insane amount of damage away. I mean, holy Jesus. I think it was like around 2,000 or something. Or something like that. I mean, I have racked up like 2,000 damage with this in one critical attack. So, yeah. And that's what I mean about me turning the disadvantage about shields into an advantage for these guys, for the build that I'm using now at least, because I prefer using the bow and arrow to shoot, because I think it's really cool just rolling around, shooting at the opponent and trying to time the shots right and all that other stuff. It's really cool. It takes a lot of practice, and you really have to get used to using bows and arrows. But yeah, I really like doing that. But of course, it comes with the disadvantage of the opponent having the chance of using a shield. This can be bad, but that is turned, and of course, I can just bash like this, or I can bash like this. I can actually bash with the bow and knock away their shield to open them up for a critical, just with a bow. I can also do it like, no, not like this, like this, there we go, yeah, like this, by pressing the left stick and the left bumper simultaneously up. The left stick needs to be pressed upwards, and then the left bumper at the same, oh, not like that, but like, no, not, oh shit, Jesus. Don't want to shoot him. No! Damn it! Like this. There we go. It doesn't work the other way, I think. Nope, because that just starts that one. Let's just try it again. One more. Nope, just starts that one. Okay. But it works with this one, and maybe it works with this one? No, no, it doesn't. Nope. But it works also just if you're one-handed. So if you are fighting an opponent with, well, at least when I'm fighting an opponent with a shield, like I start out with this one to get the high damage output out. And then if I notice that my opponent is using a shield to fight, or at least a shield to like hide behind and not necessarily turtle around, but just like kind of waddle around with the shield in front of him occasionally, then I quickly just switch out to this one so I can do that. So I can knock away the shield and get a critical with this bad boy. And wow. And of course, it isn't exactly too slow either. So if you miss, oh god, the sneeze is coming back, I think. No? I really hate it when you have to sneeze and then you can't. It's really annoying. Oh well. So even if you miss the critical, like if you're not close enough to your opponent or something, you still have a chance of like pounding them into the pavement like this. And to be honest, I think a lot of my opponents have been extremely surprised by the because of course one thing, I mean, my armor is not exactly the heaviest, and two bows are definitely not the heaviest either. So the whole set that I'm wearing, as like you're seeing it right now, and as the opponents will be seeing it in the beginning of the battle, is of course a really light build. Like, I'm pretty light. I can easily roll around. So it doesn't surprise them that I'm able to roll around. But I don't think they expect me to suddenly just pull out a bad boy like this one and still be able to roll around like this. I really don't think that they expect it when they've been seeing me just roll around as freely as I've been able to. I'm not rolling at the optimal speed, I think. I think the optimal speed is like 40%, or maybe even lower, I'm not sure. But I think this is kind of a mid-roll. And that could give it away, that it's a mid-roll and not a fast roll, but it's way more visible in Dark Souls 1 whether or not you're fast rolling, mid-rolling, or fat rolling, because holy jeez, well, it's pretty obvious when you fat roll, also in Dark Souls 2, in this one, but it's way more obvious the difference in Dark Souls 1, because of course in Dark Souls 1 you will just be like totally speedy and have just a specific kind of roll animation when you fast roll, and then a slightly different one when you mid roll, and then a really slow one when you're fat rolling. But yeah, this is the build that I've been going for quite a while, and I actually really enjoy it. Also, this armor set, my god, it's my favorite so far. Holy Jesus. I really like Lucatiel's hat, but it has that stupid mask, and I don't like the mask. I like the hat, but I don't really like the mask. So I'm going with the Hunter's hat, and the Hunter's hat isn't too bad either. Combined with Lucatiel's vest and trousers and the Jester's gloves, you see the Jester's gloves, they have a pretty cool pattern. You can see it. It's really nice. I really like it. And I really think that the pattern on the Jester's gloves fits the Lucatiel's pattern pretty well. So yeah, that's a pretty nice build in my opinion, and I really enjoy using it. And I've gotten a lot. I've struck a lot of players with the with that shield bash thing that I do. That secret little damage buff, if you can call it that. I've gotten a lot of players with that. Like, it can usually one-shot the majority of players. So yeah. And I really think it's so cool just being able to walk over them, just like shoot a couple of arrows at them, and then suddenly you're just bashing their shield away, and then you just hammer them into the pavement. Dead, done and done. But I really like it. Oh, wow, this guy's fail. The only disadvantage this. The only disadvantage. What is this guy doing? That was actually pretty smart of him. Ow, ow. Of course, this one is using dual wielding skills, so my shield bash thing won't work with him. Of course, he's actually using a pretty cool sword. Ow! And he knocked it away. I think I have to. I didn't make it. Oh well. Yeah, he was pretty good. But like I really think it's just like really cool just to be able to knock the opponent's shield away and then just get an insane amount of damage off. Because I don't think that people expect me to be having a strength weapon kind of fiddled in here with the dexterity bows and stuff like that, especially the hunter's black bow, because that's of course a heavily dexterity orientated that I don't know, a heavily dexterity, a weapon that's really focused on dexterity, as it gets an S rank in parameter bonuses from dexterity, which is really cool. And the bow of wand get an A rank from dexterity. So bows are definitely mostly dexterity weapons. I mean, the great bows are probably more strength related, but yeah, the smaller ones, the tiny bows, the fragile ones. Oh well. These small bows are actually usually just like dexterity oriented. What's happening? Come on. There we go. And I think, at least I assume that the majority of people know this. That that small bows are focused on dexterity. So they're thinking, oh, so he's got a heavy dexterity build. Oh, okay, so his dexterity stat is pretty high, I guess. Oh yes, very cool, indeed. And I think that's why I can surprise so many players by just suddenly out of basically nowhere, just pulling out like one of the strongest strength weapons in the game. Just pulling that out of my freaking just pulling that out of my Lucatil vest's pockets, no big deal. Like, it's just a rock tied to a freaking branch, no big deal. No, but seriously, I think it's ridiculous, but I really enjoy it. It really it makes me feel alive, just being able to bash the shield away and then just smash my opponent down with a lot of damage. It's really cool. Oh yeah, this gesture, by the way, is from the Way of the Blue Covenant, I think, or something. Oh, he was actually kind of smart. That's a rare sorcery. You usually don't see that in PvP. Hello. Unfortunately, I'm really... Oh, well. He's just gonna stay up there, isn't he? Oh, wow. There's some kind of flare on that one. Oh. Come on. Ah, I got hit by the last. It's a really cool sorcery, but it's really rare to see it in PvP. Come on. No! Don't heal, bastard. Healing is not nice. Ow. Ah! Fell down again. Damn it. Oh, wow. Okay, you're really aggressive, but, like... No! No! Not allowed to heal. He's just healing because he knows he can't beat me. Okay, shall we do it? I like how I have not healed one single time during this whole battle. He's healed, what, like 4 times or something? I mean, I'm kicking his ass, I know that. Look at this. And I can hear another heal. I want to heal. I don't want to heal. Yeah. Oh, you hit me. Should probably use this one, to be honest. Oh, he's dead. Here we go. Bang. Healers. I don't approve of people healing in PvP. But, I mean, I have Estus too. I actually had a short while for like, I think it lasted for like a couple of days or something, where I did that honor duel thing where you use up all your Estus when you enter combat. I did that for a while, but I think only like 50% of the players that I encountered actually joined me on that, and the 50% that didn't do it, the 50% that just continued to keep their Estus, they usually healed, and that left me with no Estus, and I'm like, nah. I don't like healing, but, you know, if my opponent is gonna heal, I would really prefer to be able to heal as well, because it's bullshit that I lose because I'm better. That's pretty bullshit. But yeah. He wasn't the worst player, because he wasn't relying on his shield as much as other players were. Just like the players that just like totally rely on their shield all the way. Let's see. Yeah, you see, this is a good guy. This is a good guy. Okay, there we go. Right. Oh wow, these damage uppers fucking insane. What the fuck? What weapon is that? The hell? Oh well. It has a really long hilt. The hell? It isn't a Zweihander. It isn't a Zweihander because the Zweihander is very, very big. Like very big. I don't think it's the Zweihander at least. I'm not really sure. I haven't paid much attention to this Zweihander. But yeah, you can see that the bow build is not exactly suited for PvP. Because it doesn't take a genius. I mean, most players don't realize it, but they actually have the advantage usually, because weapons are usually stronger than bows, because bows usually prosper from connecting multiple shots, where if you can get close enough to your opponent with a sword, you can just hack and slash them to death, basically. So, like, that guy, he realized it, and he ran straight for me. He's the first guy that's ever done it, I think, to be honest. And he realized that his stuff was superior to mine in every way. Should he encounter me? At least I think he was. This guy using hexes, I see, and using a shield. This is promising. Oh, there we go. Bam. Oh. That's what I like to see. But you can see it's really, really powerful. And it's really a real, it's the best defense against shields. Also, if you're using another kind of build, just knocking away the shield and then just getting a critical, that's so awesome. It feels so satisfying just punishing the opponent for turtling around behind a shield. Yeah. But I just enjoy this build so much. I can't take it. It's just so cool when you can, the thing I like the most, I think, about this build is really just the moment when you knock your opponent's shield away and then switch to that one and just hammer them down. That's my favorite part. Because it just comes so unexpected. Like, you knock their shield away and they're probably thinking, what the hell is he gonna do, man? What the hell is he gonna do? I mean, he's got a bow. I mean, come on. Bows can't get criticals. Come on. And he is kind of right. Bows can't get criticals. Little did he know that I had a really awesome weapon. Hello. Oh yeah, this was a guy. Wasn't this the guy that kept healing? Oh, yeah, man. It wasn't too bad. Ooh, nice finish. I didn't expect that. I would have imagined that he would have survived and then continued his soul greatsword. But I guess I got lucky. It's also a little part of this build, luck. Well, it actually plays a pretty big part because you use up your stamina rather quickly. At least at my stats, you use your stamina pretty quickly. I mean, I have 151 stamina, but I can get off 4 shots with these, and of course I won't be using 4 shots in a row because the opponent will usually close in on me after me shooting 1. So, in general, it's better to simply just not. It's better to just shoot 1, then dodge, and then I really suggest you to just keep dodging for a while to let your stamina recover because sometimes I've encountered a couple of opponents who aren't too stupid, and they realize that of course they just need. I mean, shooting requires stamina, everything requires stamina, dodging requires stamina, and the shooting requires stamina. So the shot I shot required a big chunk of my stamina, and then the dodges that I will do after that requires another smaller part of my stamina. And they realized that I pretty much have to distance myself from them, and the only way I can do that is by keep dodging them. So I've encountered a couple of players who's just like they're just like this all up in my face, like this, just like constantly just not rolling or anything, not attacking, not doing anything, just staying close to me, keeping their own stamina at the maximum amount, and then dodging if I should shoot after them. But otherwise, just like straight up, just strafing, just around me, just like circling and just keeping close to me, so I can't do anything but keep dodging. And that's actually a really effective way. That's also another weakness, actually, because it's an extremely effective way of just dwindling down the opponent's, well, my stamina. And that, of course, requires for me, I mean, it's really difficult to keep track of the stamina during the battle. I mean, you learn it pretty much at some point, right? But it's hard to keep track of the stamina, and some players have actually learned themselves to actually keep track of their opponent's stamina as well. I've kind of gotten to that point. Um, I've not exactly gotten it down perfectly. Um, but usually I can keep a pretty close tab on how much stamina my opponent has and when they've used it up, or when they've depleted their stamina. And that's actually an extremely valuable gift in this game, that you can do that, because keeping tabs of your opponent's stamina is even better than keeping tabs of your own, because you'll be able to tell, maybe even better than the opponent, how much stamina they have, and then you know exactly the perfect moment to strike. And that's what a lot of players have been doing against me. They know just about how much stamina I have. So they just keep circling around me, just keep close to me, keeping their own stamina at a maximum, but keep dwindling mine by having me dodge, by forcing me to dodge. And of course, I'm one of those freaking scaredy cats. I mean, I have a bow build. I have a bow build, and if a guy with a sword comes closing in on me, I want to dodge him as much as I can. To even if he should make an attack, I will still dodge it. And that is something that really drains the stamina really quickly. Like, I will just continue to do this, like, oh, no, he can't hit me, oh, he can't hit me, oh, no, he can't hit me, oh, shit, oh, whew. And sometimes I will actually be able to dodge the attack by luck, as I said. Because, you see, the jump is kind of delayed, like, and then it's like this, it's kind of delayed, and that delay sometimes lures the opponent into thinking that, oh, he's ran out of, well, it doesn't really lure them into thinking it, because it's true that I ran out of stamina. My stamina just manages to recharge just enough for me to dodge their attack. Sometimes. That depends on how fast their weapon is. But yeah. I mean, a bow build is really awesome, and just if you're considering making like a really awesome, cool build, like I really just love builds. I mean, I can highly recommend you to start trying to experiment with uncommon builds and stuff, and even try them out in PvP, because I have a lot of fun. I mean, I don't really win as often as I do with my tank builds, for example, but I have a lot of fun when I play this build. Like, I have another build where I dual wield whips, not the poisonous ones and not the notch whip, just the regular whip, the weapon just called the whip, I think. And dual wielding those is really cool. I mean, I really have a lot of fun using it, because it's just, the moveset on the whips, of course, is extremely cool, in my opinion. And it's also a little bit unpredictable, in my opinion. So I have a hard time keeping track of where it's supposed to be, so it adds to the whole experience to, like, kind of be, oh, okay, now it'll be over there, or, and so if I just like do this and oh yeah, I could hit him, yeah, good. I really like that kind of thing where you just experiment in PvP and you're just like, may not win the first couple of times, but then after that you get really, really good at a specific build. And I have a lot of fun with this bow build. I actually considered adding in, because I have the Dragon Slayer's, see, the Dragon Slayer's Great Bow. I actually have that, and I actually thought about adding it in, but I really, really need to practice that one to be able to put it into this build, because I have not used great bows at all. I think the only great bow I've used is the Alloon great bow, and that's only sometimes to knock off opponents off roofs or some shit like that. That's the only reason why I've used great bows. And it's been so long since I actually used like a great bow, so I really have to get accustomed to using it again if I were to. But I would really enjoy putting in a great bow and then using that with this build, because it's a really cool build. And I really enjoy it. I really do enjoy it. And I have a lot of fun. I may lose a lot of times, but I have a lot of fun. Even though I'm losing, I have a lot of fun fighting with this build, because it's just so awesome, just being able to roll around, shoot an arrow, and then just, like, it just feels so cool. It feels almost like you're freaking elven archer or some shit like that. It's really cool. I really like it. Like you're Robin Hood or Legolas or some shit like that. Actually, you kind of look like Robin Hood, don't you? You actually kind of do, don't you? Huh. In this set, at least, you kind of do. Cool. Wait. Wait. No. Wait. What? Wait. Yeah, Robin Hood did shoot arrows, right? Didn't he? He was using a bow, right? I'm confused whether or not it was him or William Tell I'm actually thinking about. I'm not sure. Anyways, I have a lot of fun using this build, and that's, in my opinion, that's what I think is most important. It's not got something in my teeth. It's not really important how good your build is. It's just important how much fun you have while using it. And I really dig this. I mean, even when I lose, I'm like, whoa, well, better luck next time and stuff like that. I really enjoy it. And a lot of players also give me props for using bows in PvP duels, and winning sometimes with the bows in PvP duels. And I can understand that, because it is hard to use. But I would really love seeing more builds like this. Just not builds using crossbows and stuff. Like, well, yeah, actually, maybe regular crossbows, like the light crossbow and the heavy crossbow. Maybe the sniper. I don't know if it's. I don't actually know if the sniper crossbow is in this game or not. But at least like regular crossbows, not the Avalon. The Avalon is just bullshit, in my opinion. I mean, if you use it alone, it's fine, but if you dual wield it, it's just no. Go away. I mean, come on. Dual wielding Avalons is kind of a dick move, especially because you can control the whole timing of it as well. So I think it's a little bit bullshit, but a single Avalon would be cool. And well, in general, I would really love to see, like, in PvP areas, both in the Brotherhood of Blood PvP areas, but also in the Blue Sentinel PvP area. I would really enjoy seeing more people using, like, strange and not exactly versatile builds, or at least not that common builds. Like, for example, wielding bows and using only bows in a PvP duel, or using, like, for example, if a player were to I would love that. I would seriously love that if a player were to go all out and just use the Orma and Reeves Great Shield. That would be really cool. Power stancing those bastards and then just ripping through the opponents. That would be really, really awesome. I dig that. I really, really want to see strange builds like that. I really dig that. So yeah. But yeah, this has just been like, holy Jesus, I've actually been recording for like 50 minutes. It's almost an hour. Oh my God. That's what I say, man. Time flies when you're having fun. and I have fun in this build. But yeah, I just wanted to show you guys this build because it's really one of my favorite builds. One of my new favorite builds. So yeah, I just wanted to showcase it to you guys and maybe give you guys some inspiration, some ideas to your next build, and of course give you a little bit of showcase of Lucatiel's, some of Lucatiel's armor set as well, because it is awesome. Especially with that hunter's hat. I really love the hunter's hat. But yeah, I mean, I just wanted to show you guys this, and it's been a while since I had a Dark Souls 2 video, not since the playthrough. I did have a, I did upload like a small video, but that was only like a submission to Sunlight Blade, his top 10 videos. So it's not really something that I uploaded for anyone to watch. You can watch it if you want, but it's not really anything other than me just dual-wielding whips in a PvP battle. It's a cool battle though, so feel free to check it out if you want. But yeah, other than that, it's just like, yeah, I just wanted to give you guys a little showcase of this new build that I just made, and well, just is kind of an exaggeration, because I made it like, I think I made it like a day or two ago, and I've just been rolling with it ever since, because fuck, it's so cool. But yeah, I just wanted to showcase it to you guys, maybe give you some inspiration, maybe give you some ideas, maybe give you a little bit of maybe give you a little bit of courage to start your own fantastic, really crazy build. Oh yeah, and of course the Giant Warrior Club plus 10, of course, also has a bonus from the Ring of Blades plus 2, which is freaking holy shit. It's like 50 damage, yeah. 50 extra damage. My god. But yeah, I just wanted to showcase it to you guys, and I will probably see you guys in the next playthrough that I make. Don't know what it'll be yet, but I promise you that it will most likely be up soon. But until then, see you later guys, and have a good one.